Hope you guys are doing well. So continuing on a journey with Swift. Today we will see how to open VS Code. Sorry, how to open Xcode in Swift, right? So first we need to create a project in Xcode. Wait. So first we'll do is we'll have a test app being created here, and then we will open Xcode, and then we'll just okay, yeah, okay, it's open. So let's just say create a new project, and then we'll say this is VS Code. The only thing we want to do is we want to, yeah, so in desktop we will save it under test app, then you will click on create. So right now it's in VS Code, and let us wait uh for the for the content or for the preview to load up. So yeah, just give it 2 3 minutes, because the first time it takes some amount of time, right? So now what we'll do is, now our Xcode project is up and running, right? So let's go to yes. So we'll go to extensions over here, and we will be installing Swift. Yeah, so I've already installed, so just click on install over here, and then we will be installing. There is one more thing, which is uh, there is this thing, SweetPad. So we go to extension. So you go here and then open Sweet. So this is SweetPad, and then we'll just click on this and then again install this. So that is how it is going to work. And once you have that, then you'll be having a SweetPad icon being present here, right? So just click on this. Now there is no data, so we will have to uh, there is no data provider register that can provide the view, right? So we need to do something here. So what we will do is we'll try to build our wait. So oh yeah, so first what you need to do is just open that folder. Okay, it was desktop, and then it was test app, right? So let's have this thing open here. Yeah, so this is open now. We have the project here, and then we will go on this. Yeah, we'll wait. It'll take some time. Just give it few minutes. In the meantime, what we will do is we will try to uh, okay, we will try to just build this thing. So we'll wait for the build to be completed, and then wait, the app isn't open yet. So let's go. Yeah, it's still loading. So right now it's still first time. Yeah, so the build is done, right? Now let's close this thing. Let's say just click on diagnose, and then say your project folder contains folder with extensions. Okay, so now what we will do is, so there is on we'll go to view command palette, and then we'll do run and launch. So now see our project has come here. So just click on play. Now this is something that we need to be important, right? So whatever simulator that you have installed in Xcode, right? Make sure that you are taking the correct one. So I have this OCEBA, this one installed. So just click on this and just wait for the build to be success. Now the simulator is open. Just give it a few minutes to pop. So it's still launching here, you can see. You can open the simulator. Okay, so the now you see the app has come here. And then what we would, so suppose if you want to make change something, right? So instead of this, suppose we only want to have a image, and then we're going to give it a system. Doesn't this prompt? Suppose you want to give it a system name. Oh, I guess it does. This is UI part maybe. So it might not be prompting. What you can do is you can go here, you can go to image, and then you can do system name, and then you can do one dot circle. Just save this thing, go back to your uh what do you say, sweetpad, then just click on, just build it again. So the terminal will be reused when you close it. So yeah, let's go back to our vs. Okay, oh yeah, let's build it. Build succeeded. Yeah, let it launch. So yeah, you can only see here the new build is now active, right? So basically we wanted this circle to come up. So the only thing is you won't be able to see it in real time, like there is no canvas like feature. Then the rest of the things that you can do, right, it will show whether your build is done or not. Another thing is there is something called as your destination, right? So if you click, even here it will show which simulator are you using, right? So make sure you are using iPhone 16, right? Because by default, I guess if you go back to this extension, right, this extension kind of has yeah, no, this is something else. If you go to this suite, yeah, if you go to this extension, right, so by default, develop in the long term is to make VS Code cursor available for iOS development. So that is their whole thing. So this is, so it's all the step, right, how it's going to work. And then so you have autocomplete, set up autocomplete using now this is something we have to check, right, on. So even this is good, right? We have so many builds over here. And then so what you can do is this repo requires Python 3.9. After you have uh, so just we need to just read this thing. Here is a script for a quick install. Use one of the following methods, no matter uh, this is deprecated. This is the old one, we need the new one. So I guess this is the correct way. So you kind of, yes, it was just updated 5 days. This is a very active project. So if you click on here, yeah, so this is a very good thing, uh good open source thing. And as I said again, if you click on activity, right, it might be, yeah, it might be good, right? And so yeah, it's they are currently updating it as well. So that is something, good. uh, so this is the MD package. So what was the enhanced version, and then and so on and so forth, right? mm, okay, so let's see. So this is the file, right? Debugging launch foundation. Oh, so you can, if you suppose if I want to have this autocomplete feature, right? So let's see. Autocomplete installation, install Swift from the marketplace and Xcode build server using Embryo. So uh, okay, so I guess okay, now create config file build server.json in the root of the project by running command from the command palette. Oh, so this has to be done. Okay, first let's install Swift from marketplace and using homebrew. So this is the, let's go to terminal and let's see. Yeah, so something is, yeah, let it complete the, let it do, let it fetch everything on its own. So I guess it's complete now. Now create in the root of a directory. So let's, so this has a command, right? So when we go to our command palette and I paste, yeah, yes, go. Build server without generation generated in workspace root. Also the building also is there. So you have this build server. Now let's see if I have that uh, auto feature. I don't think so. Is it? Does it? Oh yeah. So now it has come. So you can see image, and then the moment I do, yeah. So yeah, now the auto feature also has come. So you can just see string name and then. Oh, so this is now fully thing. So you can just say one dot, because this won't be completed. So this isn't. You can just type in and just save it and come to your sweet pad. Just build it again. The thing is, you have to keep on building. That's one. You don't get the live preview instantly. Although the autocomplete and other features have come, so that is something. Yeah, so yeah, this was how it was, right? Let's change it to say something two dots, and then let's go back here. Or this does, so yeah, it closes the app, right? The moment you, so yeah, this is, does it do a live change is what I'm trying to. If it does a live change, then that's good, right? No, it does not. Is there any way to? Is it? It's control I. Does it build it? Right. Also, you have to manually build it each time. So yes, now it has gone to the main screen. Yeah, see now you see you have three over here. And now and so yeah, there are other, wait, there is other files as well. Let's see the where the extension, right? Yeah. So we had tools, manage essential devices. Oh, we have this. We have simulator. Uh, so if I open this to build and run, right? So we directly, yeah, this we can do install and then suitepad build. That's it. That is there. Uh, please open an issue or discontinue repository. macOS. We have, yeah, we need this S code installed. So because that app is going to be present over here. And debug. We can debug this as well. So but then that's okay. Yeah. That now that is not our requirement, I guess. And then what else do we have? So you have test, debug, tools, uh, devices, yeah, format, and yeah. So I guess, yep, that is all. So make sure you have, the moment you close this, right, this will stop. Yeah, see the terminal will be, the build stop. So make sure you are not closing that. and you have all the devices as well. So even if you go on iPhone, right? So you have iOS 16, 17, another feature. So make sure you are selecting the correct one that you have uh, installed. So yeah, I guess that is all for this session. I hope you guys like that. I will see you guys in another one. And then there is this as oh, if you click even on the link, right, it starts building. So now you will see that thing coming up. Oh, so to build it, we need to play. Yeah, it will show this build succeeded, and then probably simulate on this. But make sure the thing is what yep, just keep your Mac up and then up to date, and yeah, make sure you have this thing open here. You have file, you have edit, we have lots of other options as well. On the only difference thing I want is how to have info.plist or any other thing being updated here. So yeah, I guess that is all for the session. I hope you guys liked it, and we will start with animations. So we have covered major of the most of the what do you say, most of the um, views, right? Major views, to some extent events as well, and I guess that is all. And we'll see how to do network request and so on. So yeah, then we will start building some app, real world app, and then we will see how does that go. So okay, I guess that is all for this session. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in another one. Till that time, take care. Bye bye.